he straps the vehicles. I'll give you a little bit of our story. He's been a CDL driver for 27 years, which is of course commercial driver, and he's worked doing LTL for a majority of those years. And most recently, he worked 3 years at Caltrans. He was a heavy equipment operator. But those at Caltrans, although you're a heavy equipment operator, they still have you doing fence repairs, freeway cleanups, weed eating. So it wasn't something that he wanted to do in the middle of the summer, or even when it was cold. Now, back in 05, he did buy a big truck, a Freightliner, and he was hauling freight. He was a, what were you?
Owner-operator?
Yes, he was an owner-operator. But when California made the emissions on the big trucks, it was too expensive to retrofit his truck. So he sold it to someone out of state. So like I said, when he was at Caltrans, he realized that wasn't for him. So then he decided to start the car hauling. Now he bought the trailer and the truck, saved up, and sold a couple of the items that he wasn't using anymore, like our boat. We never used it. Then he had a 260Z that was just sitting for over 20 years, or 25. Sold that.
The Jeep Wrangler.
Oh yeah, and we had a Jeep Wrangler that was all fixed up, 4-door. Sold that.
JK.
And he bought the truck first, paid cash, and then he bought the trailer, also paid cash. And by the time we got all the licenses, all the permits, the LLC, everything, the pandemic started. So basically all the equipment just sat. So he started the business. Although he had all the equipment, insurance, everything, his insurance he has for the 4 vehicles, 150 in cargo and 1 million in general liability. Right? Car hauling in October. Now he does do it only 3 days a week because maybe because of the pandemic, I'm not sure, but there isn't a lot of loads out there. So doing it 3 days a week keeps it's pretty busy. And the other 2 days he works as a big truck driver, delivering. What do you deliver?
Pet food.
Pet food. So 3 days a week is car hauling, 2 days a week is delivering pet food. Now, although he already had a DOT number, that was for a big semi truck, and now this is hot shotting. He had to get a new DOT number, which means his insurance had him as a very new DOT number. So he pays close to $1,300 a month in insurance. We're hoping that after hopefully a year or so, it may go down, but we'll see. Now his loads. He gets his loads off of a load board, and we have gone to dealerships and given business cards, but honestly we haven't followed up with that. If your city has a lot of dealerships, or if you're near a city with a lot of dealerships, I think it would make sense to just bother them and bother them frequently, because somebody is hauling their vehicles. As far as loads, we use a load board, and it is annoying sometimes. You constantly have to be on the load board checking for new loads, but you're able to choose where you want to go. So it works out for us. With car hauling, it's important to be able to route yourself. You want to be able to make money and not lose money with a lot of time and a lot of fuel. One thing in car hauling you can avoid is cancellations when you get there, or like yesterday we were going to haul a non-op with key, but when we arrived there was no key and the vehicle was locked. So we went ahead and canceled that load. He does this 3 days a week, but if there isn't any loads that make sense, because of course you want to make money, then he'll go ahead and take the day off, and he'll go ahead and work on his equipment, because there's always something that needs to be done or can be done, because maintaining your equipment is very important.
Whenever you're loading up 3 vehicles that you're picking up, it's a good idea to back up the first one. That'll keep a lot of the weight off your drive, which is your axle in the back of your truck. Not only that, you got a 3-foot overhang. Your last vehicle is not overhanging the trailer. You got 3 foot here. You got about 3 inches there. That's more than enough. You got a foot here. This is what I'm talking about. You're not overreaching. So whenever you drive in the Bay Area, this is because it's not safe.
And it's 7:02 and the traffic is moving on the Altamont, but a little slow. When you're going into the Bay, the best time is not early. It's 7:04 now because we are going in with all the commuters. And we just delivered all 3 vehicles here at CarMax in Pleasanton. He's going to go ahead and put the straps on the mesh. And then we're going to head out to Concord and pick up 2 vehicles. We were at Odessa yesterday afternoon delivering a vehicle, and the reason why we pulled these vehicles out that we just delivered is because Odessa doesn't open until 8:30 in the morning. And of course, we wanted an early start. It's now 7:41. The vehicles are delivered and we can continue our day. We prefer to start early and end early. It's 8:12 and we just arrived at Walnut Creek Honda. We're gonna go ahead and pick up a vehicle. This goes to CarMax in Pleasanton. This is Walnut Creek. And I'm not sure, but this may be downtown. And it's really cute here. They sent us to their lot. They're pulling the car for us. 8:30, the car is loaded. He's gonna go ahead and strip all 4 wheels. And we will head out to another dealership here no, we're going to Concord to pick up 2 more. Interesting. We're in Concord, and of course they have very small space in the dealership, so they just stack them up. It's 9 a.m. and we arrive at Acura of Concord. And I'm staying with the truck and trailer while he went with an employee in a vehicle to their storage facility to pick up the vehicle. It's nice and sunny here. See this a lot at dealerships. A catering truck will just pull up, honk their horn, set up, and then for a few minutes, then move on. Very common. Food truck shows up, honks their horn, and stays there for a half hour maybe. 9:08, the vehicle's loaded. He's gonna go ahead and strap it. Then we're just gonna go maybe a mile from here to Concord Mazda, pick up 1 vehicle, put it here. For just a few minutes. There's a line. Most likely the regular customers. It's 9:16. He went ahead and parked at this vacant lot there. And I'm walking across the street to Mazda. We're gonna pick up another SUV. It's 10:25 and we're at CarMax in Pleasanton. We just delivered the 2 vehicles. Now we're gonna head out to San Leandro and pick up 1. Lavender, and there should be some California poppies here somewhere. They just grow wild. And when Caltrans cleans the freeways, they're not allowed to touch the California poppies. They're protected. They're orange. and we stopped in Tracy to put fuel on our way to Modesto. And we lost about an hour picking up this vehicle. It's a Volt in San Leandro. It wouldn't start, so the mechanics had to get it going, but we wasted about an hour there. But we're gonna drop off this one and this one in Modesto, and then we'll be done for the day. 1:44, and we made it to Acura in Modesto. We're gonna go ahead and drop off one vehicle. Then we have one more to drop off here in Modesto, and we will be finished for the day.